Good morning. You listen to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. I'm at Coverings in Orlando, second day of the show, and I'm with Svend Hovmand, a board of director for the show, a board of director for the Ceramic Tile Education Foundation, and also active with the Tile Council of North America. Svend, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you very much. I think we have a very nice show going on at the moment. Hopefully the next couple of days will bring in a lot of attendees.
A little more background on you in case people don't know. You were the head of Crossville Tile. Actually, were instrumental in Crossville's decision to build the first porcelain tile factory in Tennessee 33 or 4 years ago. And you ran that operation for many years. And after retiring from there, you've been very active in this business, and you're passionate about the growth of the ceramic tile business, right?
Yeah, I think the tile business is a beautiful business. And we have seen ups and downs, and of course we have also seen a lot of foreign manufacturers coming and settling into Tennessee. So we have over the years created a lot of work for people in Tennessee.
That's right. Well, let's talk about the growth of the tile business. We ran a story yesterday that the growth of the ceramic tile consumption in the United States has softened just a little bit. And I think there's several factors. And I wanted to ask you what some of the industry initiatives were to counter that and get growth back on track.
Well, one of the things that the tile industry has spent a lot of effort on is to develop larger tiles and sophisticated looks with the new printing technologies. There's definitely a very, very strong interest for these types of products. Unfortunately, it has been a little bit difficult to get enough installers available to actually install the product. So we still have a lot of training to do, a lot of education of distributors and also the architects, designers. But the final result, when it's properly installed, is very, very good. And I think everybody appreciates that.
You know, tile is a difficult product to install right. Yeah. There's a lot of standards that the industry's written to get this done. So for many years, you've helped drive the initiative to make sure we have more and more trained installers, right?
Right. I've been involved with the Ceramic Tile Education Foundation now for over 10 years. From a small beginning, we now have over 1,500 certified tile installers trained, and we also have programs for further advanced training, also in large tile. That's not enough. There's clearly a big need for getting that number doubled in relatively short order, because we hear about architects trying to design for these new looks, but they can't find qualified installers. So there's a big effort for that, to try and train people up and also then to certify them.
One of the things that's going on to help growth is the diversification of where the product can be used. I mean, traditionally it was, 80-85% floor, and then the rest was wall. Yeah. But now with these gauged panels, and they're 5 by 15, they can be exterior building cladding, they can be furniture cladding, they can be countertops. So you can sell tile in many more places now, right?
That is correct. That gives us lots of more opportunities. And the companies that are concentrating on that in Europe, they are experiencing rapid growth. And we just need to translate that into the market here so it becomes accepted way of doing business. The total installation is obviously what the owner is looking for, not just getting the panels in loose weight kind of thing. We hope we can do that over the next years.
Yeah, that requires a different skill set. I've seen them handle those panels, and they have to treat it almost like glass, don't they?
Well, it certainly has some similarities to that. I wouldn't quite go as far as glass, but you have to be very careful in the handling, and you have to be very careful in the way you put the setting materials on. But there's very elaborate procedures now available, and we also have developed good installation standards for this, and training is available. So it all gets together. It's just a question to get it out to the people that need it.
Another factor that's impacting the growth of the tile market is competition from flooring that claims to be waterproof. Talk about what's going on with that initiative.
Well, that's obviously a very active challenge coming from the people that provide these plastic-based materials. There are some claims in the market at the moment that I would say politely are somewhat of an overstatement. but hopefully we can get that straightened out as we go forward.
You used a term, plastic-based materials. Actually, I learned yesterday at a press conference, the industry has come up with that three-letter abbreviation, plastic-based materials. They're calling it PBM, and they're actually trying to straighten out the information that consumers are hearing around what's real and what's not real.
Yeah,
right?
there's quite a bit of research being done and testing being done at the moment to try and find out what is facts in this whole area. There's clearly not a very good understanding what these materials can do and what they can't do. So that needs to be clarified. And I think in the end people will realize that the ceramic tile have a number of advantages apart from the aesthetics, and they feel that the plastic-based materials cannot provide.
Ceramic is probably the only real waterproof floor, right?
That is correct. Follow the proper installations. You get floors that you can use in wet areas safely.
Before we wrap up the show, you're on the board of the show as well. I know Taffy's been doing a great job running that, so the owners are pleased with how Coverings is going, right?
Yes, I think we have a very successful team now. Everything seems to run very smoothly, and we're somewhat out of space, unfortunately. I've just been told that we basically are pretty much sold out for next year. So I think the exhibitors are pretty happy.
All right, great. Sven, it's good to catch up with you. Again, been talking to Svend Hovmand, a board of director with Coverings and CTEF, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.